Well, welcome to 284 Media. I'm your host, Kamal Haynes, and today we have another special report. Well, on today's episode, we will be speaking on women's football in the British Virgin Islands, and it's all about the dates February 11th and February 25th at the BVI Football Association Women's Festival. Well, here to speak on this important subject is Dean the Sportsman Greenaway, Miss Gloria Foy, and Miss Makeda Foy, who have all the information. Stay tuned.
Is someone gonna get that?
Hello.
Hello.
So nice of you to have cleaned up for us. Hi, baby.
We're like in-laws that don't show up unannounced.
Don't worry, I've got this.
CG Insurance. Good like that.
Is that my lunch? Is that my lunch?
We're like the coworker that doesn't eat your lunch.
I'm John. I'm John.
CG Insurance. Good like that.
There are many ways to enjoy life, like so many ways to count on Popular.
Hun, it's asking for your password.
Huh?
You were logged out. I need the password.
BR,
What's the rest?
BRANDI, the number 4, EVER?
Who's Brandy?
We're like the password that isn't your ex-girlfriend's name. CG Insurance. Good like that.
I should have changed it.
You should've.
You're right.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
Welcome to the 103rd season of the NFL! It's that time for the NFL playoffs every weekend with CCT Live, showing every game on CBS, NBC, ABC, and ESPN, including the Super Bowl. Sign up for CCT Live today. There's no game like this game!
So I'm here with Mr. Dean the Sportsman Greenaway. He's competitions manager of the BVI Football Association, and he's here to talk about a very special all-women's tournament coming up soon. Welcome, Dean, and thank you for having us. And I want you to speak about this tournament so that the residents that are interested can know about what's coming up for it.
Well, it isn't a tournament. It's a women's football festival. It starts in Virgin Gorda on February 11th, and then we are going to have the Tortola leg on February 25th. This event is going to cater to women, but you know what I prefer is to let's bring in some of the women who are going to be involved. We have with us, this is Gloria Foy. She is one of the coordinators over on Virgin Gorda, and we have, for the first time, the president or the chairman of our women's committee getting interviewed with us, so she's involved with it. What we are trying to do is to promote women's in football. This festival is not only going to be about activities, but things about nutrition, about health, about communication, not only in game, but interacting with the media, conditioning. Karine King, our former sprinter, is going to be speaking to them. So what I would like to see really is football move to the level where you have women organizing activities for women. We've just had several women that have become referees and they're as assistant referees within the men's games. We have women who as coaches. So all of this is going to tie in with the redevelopment of women's football. So February 11th, 9 to 3 or 9:30 to 3 on Virgin Gorda. February 25th, 9 to 3 on Tortola. And we are inviting all women interested in football to come out here. Coach Cass, that's Cassandra Gregg. She don't like me call her last name, but Coach Cass, she has a goal of bringing 100 women, 100 girls into football by the end of December this year. Gloria has been bringing, I know, you got to ask her the numbers. They've been bringing down quite a number of people from Virgin Gorda every Saturday. And I think her list is up to about almost 20. So we are seeing the start of grassroots women's football. The festival is going to help that. We had a women's meeting on Virgin Gorda and a women's meeting on Tortola to garner their interest in what they want to see. So this now is the foundation to identify the number of women that are interested, and then we take all their numbers and we are going to look at having a league from there.
Okay, great. So I'll come over now to Miss Gloria Foy as it relates to, you just speak about the festival and as it relates to football and female football, more specifically on Virgin Gorda.
Well, the vision of the festival and of getting women involved, encouraging them to stay, to not just to play the game, but beyond the field. What is there for me in football after I am not able to play anymore, or I don't want to play anymore? What else can I do? So that is the main vision. There's something for you to do after you play. You can become a referee, you become an official, you could become a sports individual, just like you see the sportsman around all the time. Then he's not going to be here forever. Why not have a woman there taking these photos and getting them out there? So it's just to get the women, right now in football, the women, we don't see as much. People don't see anything going on with women. So we want to change that. We want to let people know we are still here and we are growing. And we're using those who are already here to encourage others to come into the game. So the festival, as Mr. Greenaway said, we're having individuals, nutrition, you keeping your health. Your health is very important, not just for you to play, but for your own longevity, for you to be able to sustain. And also we have, more importantly, for them to be more responsible, not just for their lives in football. Again, it's a life skill. Being responsible. The young ladies need to know what their numbers are in terms of their glucose levels and cholesterol. So we're going to have individuals there taking these, doing the tests and giving them the information. They need to know their blood type. If something happens, what is my blood type? So we're getting everything across the different areas so that the women football is not just on the field, it's off the field. I need to know these things, and football is just a beginner. It's a way for you to get started and taking you into life outside the field.
And interesting points as well. You spoke about the festival, and I want you to speak more so on the first leg of the festival will be on Virgin Gorda.
Yes,
what are some of the plans more specifically for those persons who are on Virgin Gorda and those who would like to travel to Virgin Gorda on February 11th to attend the festival?
So on February 11th, we have sections. We have on the 11th, on the 15th, and open. So we're going to have them in different categories, different age groups, and we're going to have them involved in drills. Drills appropriate to the different age groups and the different levels. So that is one of the things that we'll be doing, demonstrative drills, and then getting others involved in these drills. We are also going to have an exhibition game on the 15 and the older players. We're expecting some of our national players to be involved. So we're going to have that. And also, like we said, at the festival, we're going to have all those things available. The nutritionists, they'll be all be there, and we'll have demonstrations. We'll have physiotherapists. They'll all be there at the festival. giving them pointers on how to best take care of themselves.
Okay, I want to turn your attention to the president, Makeda Foy. I spoke to Gloria Foy as it relates to Virgin Gorda. What can you tell us about the leg on Tortola, firstly?
Well, it's going to be about the same ideas, the same concepts. I'm especially excited about the health aspect because a lot of what discourages not just women but men as well from playing football is because their health and the conditioning levels. Personally for myself, because we get so busy, we get so caught up with our personal lives, and when we get out here we're not able to keep in shape, keep up with the sport itself. So I'm excited about that particularly. It's not, I mean, it's my first role as a chairman, as a president, but I have been captain for our team Avengers several times. So I'm looking forward to this step up, I would say, and I'm excited about having some of my past teammates, Shadney Watley and Sophia Flax, on board with me. And we're just excited about everything because we have been crying to get women's football to another level. So I'm really looking forward to that. Yes.
And speak about the importance of having such a festival as it relates to promoting female football in the territory and getting more females involved with the sport of football.
It's very important so that young girls could see that it's not just a sport for boys, and it doesn't take away from your femininity. For me personally, it provides a sense of freedom. When you're playing is very liberating, and I do believe that some of the younger girls would be interested in the sport, seeing some of us older women still playing, still encouraging them to come out. And, there are opportunities, as was mentioned. I know that there was one player, Kezia Gum, she got a scholarship years ago. There are opportunities, not just for the boys and the men, but for women also.
Okay, thank you so much. I want to turn my attention back to Mr. Greenaway. He spoke about, let me just come over here. We spoke about the festival is being a two-part festival reaching Virgin Gorda and Tortola. I'm sure that there will be interest in the future as it relates to some of the other sister islands.
Yes, well, what we are trying to do, as we say, is get the women back. We are looking at eventual activities on Just Van Dyke and seeing how the logistics can be done to incorporate Anegada, whether we move things to Anegada for a day or something like that, because the aim is to find the best women in football from around the country. You're only going to do that by giving everybody an opportunity, giving everybody the exposure. What I am looking at is just beyond the play, about women getting exposed to all other areas. I was the CONCACAF photographer last March when the BVI hosted the Haiti in that qualifying match. And a friend of mine from Anguilla called me, and his daughter was the match commissioner. And I'm like, wait, I never heard about a match commissioner from BVI. I've seen women referees. I ain't seen no women referees in BVI. So when I became the competition manager in November, I went about starting to educate women about it, because some women have told me that they didn't even know these things exist. They didn't even know you can get paid to do these types of professions. So it is exposing women to everything possible in and out of football. Gloria would have told you about the activities, and I think in a conversation with her, she has this concept of a program, Football Beyond the Field, about getting women involved in football, whether your playing days are over or not. There are so many things you can do. I use myself as an example in sports. I have stopped competing years ago, but I do journalism. Why not have women as journalists? Why not have women as physiotherapists? Why not have women on the side running lines? And we had a referee course, as I mentioned. So we've had women, and just recently, Siobhan Vanterpool from Virgin Gorda became the first women's assistant referee in a men's game. Before her, we had another referee, Chandy Watley, refereeing in a men's game. The next day we had both of them refereeing, and I think that is great for women. So when you see a women's league, I want to be able to see all women refereeing in a game. That is going to make my day, because to me it signals to women and young girls that, hey, this is an opportunity for me. I'm just the facilitator. That's it. My role is to make sure it happens. The rest of it is for the women to take it. And even on the competitions committee, I have seen a number of women that are so enthused, dedicated to the sport. I've met quite a number of women on Tortola and Virgin Gorda that are committed. From time we started doing this, Sapphire Flex, who's a member of the women's committee, I've been getting messages, I've been getting ideas. All I just do is ask a question and they put them out. So my only role is to try and harness this and then get other people to help facilitate. And I think Gloria has done a wonderful job in coordinating a lot of what is happening on Virgin Gorda, but not just on Virgin Gorda, the cooperation with what is happening on Tortola, because of her interest and dedication to women's football.
And just for clarity, as it relates to the 2 days, the two events, where are in terms of where the events will be taking place?
The event on February 11th will be taking place on the Valley Recreation Grounds in Virgin Gorda, and February 25th it will be right here in Greenland at the Greenland football field, and we are hoping to have the women's, I think she's the CONCACAF women's chair, Alexa. I mean, everybody knows Alexa and Siri. Hope she shows up. But she's supposed to be here to join us that day. And we're inviting all the women who are interested in football to come out and turn out, because we want to do activities not only then, but coming out of a meeting we had with the women's committee the other day. One of the suggestions was as well doing beach activities. So we have identified a space on Virgin Gorda and a space on Tortola where these things are going to be held. So you are going to be seeing in the coming months a variety of activities, women's activities in particular. I think women need that exposure, and this is the opportunity that is giving them that chance to do things in the sport that they might not have been able to do before. And I'm delighted to see the amount of women that have shown interest, that have shown a commitment, and now getting the chance to showcase their skills and talents in a variety of areas.
Okay. And any final words from Gloria or Makeda? Any final words you would like to leave for the public?
Well, just to let folks on Virgin Garden know to register for the event, they can simply call me. Most folks have my number already. You can walk in on the day of the event and register to participate in the event. And also beyond that, we're hoping that they will simply come around, because we need coaches, we need individuals to assist with everything that's going on. It's not, like we said, it's beyond the field. You know, we need, when the kids come in the afternoon, we need some female coaches there with them also in the afternoon program that the FA has going on, not just in Virgin Gorda, but also here on Tortola.
And what about you? Any final words from you, Ms. Foy? Okay.
My final words would be to encourage, lastly, especially, and don't be intimidated by your skill level or your amount of experience you may have, because as Dean said, we won't know what you're able to do, or you won't know what your true potential is if you don't give yourself a chance. And we just want to help you reach to your highest potential so that we could further develop women's football.
Okay, great. I want to thank both Ms. Gloria Foy and Ms. Makeda Foy and Dean the Sportsman Greenaway for your time in spreading the message of getting out there to the community of women's football and the importance of having women participating in football. And as Mr. Greenaway did say, it's all about February 11th and February 25th as it relates to all women participating in this festival. And hopefully when we come down here, we can see a field full of
over 100 We want you to come. Come, women. Women, come. Get your picture and video, the whole world. And we got some surprises. I can't reveal what they are. You got to be here to see them.
You heard it. Until next time, I'm Kamal Haynes reporting for Tweet4 Media.